Hello, hello. Well, the mini set has dropped, the Traveling Travel Agency for the Perils in Paradise expansion, and with it comes some more achievements. So here I am back getting as early a drop as I can on it, a start as I can on it. Um, so as per usual, I'm going to start with the neutrals, and I'm going to start with Vacation Destinations. Play 40 and then 80 brochures. So let's take a quick look at what a brochure is. And also remove my work shirt so I don't have to keep censoring a logo I don't have the rights to. So, there are only three as far as I can tell. Even when I hit crafting, more don't populate. So, they are spells that have the unique property of flipping each turn. So, there's one for Druid, Ungoro Brochure. Draw two minions, give them +2/+2, and then flip each turn to Dalaran Brochure, draw two spells that cost one less. And that's a 4 cost brochure. Both of the other brochures are 2 cost. So the priest one is Silver Moon Brochure, give a minion immune this turn and +2/+2. Gilneas Brochure, silence a minion and give it -2/-2. This is probably my favorite thematically out of the brochures. And then the Shaman one. Icecrown Brochure, deal 3 damage to a minion and freeze its neighbors, and then it flips each turn to back and forth to Blackrock Brochure, deal 3 damage to a minion and 1 to each of its neighbors. So you can probably you can do this with any of those brochures. On the surface of it, you really can't make more than 2 progress per game unless you're discovering things, although I think I found a way to speed that up just a little bit. And I'm going to go with the Shaman one to start with, and literally just for the reason that my current daily quest involves playing Murlocs. So, I'll throw some Murlocs in and make progress on that too. But the brochure itself, and then Tidepool Pupil has the battle cry: if you've cast 3 spells while holding this, discover one of them. So this could be a way to get up to 2 more, maybe even more if you want to return this to your hand, but then you're starting to maybe get a little bit greedy with how many cards you need in hand at a single time to do it. I'm not sure. But the point is, this could reliably get you more brochures, and you can play around yourself with how much you want to dedicate to bouncing this back and getting its battle cry over and over, because you could, for instance, cast the brochure that you discover and 2 more spells and play it again, and then bounce it back again, cast that brochure that you've discovered and 2 more spells, and play it again. And you can do that a few times per game if you can survive. But at that point, I think you're asking too much of the deck to survive long enough to do that. I think it's probably fine to just get the additional progress that you can get just by including them once, and no real necessity of going all out on bouncing these guys back to your hand, because it's just going to take some time, and there's 3 different classes you can do this with anyway, so play around with it, have fun. But I'll be right back, and I will show you the deck that I'm going to use to begin with. Alright, I don't think I have anything too earth-shattering here. I put in some Murlocs to do the daily quest with, but in particular this one will draw a spell which can help get the brochure into my hand. I'm using the new Shaman Tourist because why not? And as it turns out, Hunter has a couple of cards. Monkey Business, I know this has been reviewed as not a very good spell. However, this is a spell that adds a bunch of little spells to your hand, so that will help me, hopefully, cast multiple spells to activate the Tidepool Pupil. And then Sasquatch Sasquawk here repeats each card you played last turn. I am not certain if that will count as another iteration of playing a brochure, but I do want to try to do a little bit of science. I want to try to make that happen and do the count and see if the repeated card here does count for your progress. But other than that, just put him some spells. Some lightning bolt. Thrall's gift gets you 2 spells in a turn. Ancestral knowledge for some draw. Uh, you know. So let's see it work.
Morgul versus Tyrande.
The moon give me strength.
My deck curve is low enough. 100% I'm throwing Sasquatch. Well, actually, no, I do want to do the science, so I'm just going to throw both of these away. Oh yeah, I'm sick, by the way. Okay, so as long as I can make it to turn 7, I can cast this on 6 and then this on 7. Nice. Okay, so next turn I can cast Malted Magma twice and an Icecrown Brochure, and that will activate Tidepool as well as give me a nice science with Sasquawk on 7. All of this presuming they put a minion out.
Water! Sweet, beautiful water!
Or I could do this. Okay. Oh, there we go. And now the tide pool is ready.
Coming in for relaxation for all, and all thanks to me.
Alright, so I have played it once, so if this counts, I'll be up to a count of 2.
Wrangling whelps is harder than it looks.
Well, kind of would have been nice, but so this should me discover me a brochure. Yep.
Molded in mine. Job's done.
Ouch.
Light sings, and the impure fall. Light sings, and the impure fall. My rage is not bound by size.
The time waves reveal Azeroth's potential. A world cleansed of evil.
need help? Let's give you some extra time.
Okay. That'll pretty much do it. On the plus side, we did successfully do a little bit of science. The Sasquawk, and I was kind of expecting that it wouldn't. Honestly, it's just the wording of the card when it said play the card that you played last turn. I thought it was possible that it might count, but it didn't count. So we only got to play the brochure and the one that we discovered off of the Tidepool. So the Tidepools do work. The Sasquawk does not. So there you go. And this is just one of those things where I would probably, anytime I play one of those three classes, I would probably just throw the brochures in the deck of whatever I'm doing to make progress until it's done. But there you go. Have a good one.